Hola, ¿cómo estás? You good? I don't know. Hello, my name is Aaliyah. Today I want to talk about a couple of things because today is December 31st, 2024, aka New Year's Eve. The year is ending. 2025 is coming. It is inevitable. So I wanted to make this video to basically say goodbye to 2024, hello to 2025. I kind of wanted to yap a bit. I don't know how long I'm going to be yapping for, but I shall yap. And if you're watching this, hopefully you shall listen. Okay, so basically, 2024. How was my year? I think my year was pretty okay. Obviously, had some ups and downs. 365 days is a lot of days to like constantly be good or whatever. But I think I did pretty good this year, just in general. Like, for example, I passed like all of my classes that I took for college, which I took like 4 classes in the spring, 2 in the summer, 4 in the fall. So like a total of 10 classes just this year. Pretty cool of me. And I passed all of them. Slay. And my GPA, high. I'm doing well in college, so that's good. I also bought new instruments, which very exciting. I bought a bass. It's the Squier Paranormal Rascal Bass. I literally have it like right there in the back. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like leaning against my bookshelf. I also bought my latest guitar, which if you watch my last video, you can see it is a Squier Paranormal Troublemaker Telecaster Deluxe. Really like that guitar. That was one of my more recent purchases. Like, I literally got it this month, December like 4th, and so I've been playing it, like experimenting with it and all that stuff. So that's been my year. My year has been like, okay, I don't really have much to say about it. I saw like a lot of stuff. I went to Disney this year. How did I forget about that? I went to this one like garden with my bestie and their family. I did like a couple of things. Oh, I went to an aquarium. Just a lot of things. And so I say in general, like if I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd say my year was like a 6.5, maybe a 7 out of 10. Like, it was pretty good. Yeah. So that's it. But that's not what I really want to talk about. I want to talk about my 2025 goals. So let's just get the basics out of the way. I want to learn how to cook in 2025. Basically, one day I was like craving these avocado rolls that I occasionally get when I'm at the Cheesecake Factory with family, if we're like having dinner there. And they're so good. I really like avocado. I never knew that I would. It kind of like developed over the years. But yeah. And so I was like, man, I wonder how you make them. And I was like, why not make that like one of my goals, to learn like a couple of recipes from like meals that I like from my like favorite restaurants or whatever, so that if I ever like crave them myself but don't feel like spending a crap ton of money at a restaurant, I can just be like, let me cook it up right now. Go to the grocery store, get the ingredients, cook it. Will I? I gotta write down what I want to learn, because I know I want to learn how to make the avocado rolls. I've already looked up like tutorials on YouTube and stuff. I know I wanted to learn how to make these like tuna patties that my mom used to make, but she stopped making them. I want to learn how to make them myself because they were so good in my memory. So good, I still think about them to this day, even though it's literally been forever since I've ate them. So yeah, I want to get my license. I meant to get it this year. Whoops, my bad. Didn't. Now the year's ending, and I don't think the DMV is open for me to just like whip it over and be like, yeah. So those are like basic goals. Let me talk about it. My heart of hearts. The one thing I truly really want. My dream guitar. It is the Fender 70th anniversary Stratocaster. Oh my god, Stratocaster Ultra, their HSS, which is like, if you've seen that guitar, ooh, so pretty. It's basically in there. It's basically in this color amethyst, but it's not just amethyst. It shifts in the light, so you're getting like a bunch of rainbow of colors, and I want it. I went to the Guitar Center with my best friend literally the day before Thanksgiving this year. Saw it in person, instantly fell in love. I played it for 30 minutes. I was like, I must own this guitar. I want it so bad. It's $2,500. Oh my god, it's so expensive. Like, that's it. That guitar itself is more than every single instrument I have in here combined. Like, I don't even want to do the math, but it's more than all of my instruments that I have. Like, that would truly be like one of my first ever, like, I guess luxury products, because that's super expensive. I don't think I've ever like really had that much money like at once. Like, obviously if I like didn't spend money for a while, I could probably save up that much, but like it's so expensive. And like, I literally just bought a guitar, just got a new guitar this month, and yet it costs me like a siren's call, and I am not but a sailorman, weak, wanting to heed the call, wanting to be like, oh my god. So I think that's gonna be my biggest 2025 goal, is saving up enough to get my hands, my grippers, my little fingies on that beautiful guitar. If I had the editing skills, I would just like put a picture right here so you guys can see it. I don't feel like editing. You're not gonna see it. Look it up. Here, let me look up the official name so I can say it. It is the 70th anniversary Ultra Stratocaster HSS. $2,500. It's beautiful. I'm looking at it right now on my laptop screen. It has an otter body, which like most of their guitars have otter bodies. HSS pickups configuration, which is like one humbucker, two single coil pickups. It comes with a whammy thing, not a whammy, a tremble, I don't know. It has 2 tones, 1 volume, has a little switch. The fretboard, maple. It's very nice. I actually think it matches like a lot with the guitar. Like, okay, with all of my guitars that I have, the head matches the body. This one doesn't, but I actually don't hate the fact that it doesn't, because it blends in well enough. It's nice looking. It has locking tuners, which I've never had a guitar with locking tuners. None of my guitars over here have locking tuners. It has, I'm like looking at the specs right now so I can just yap about it. It has 22 frets, medium jumbo fret size. It has black Polaroid dots, which is like whatever. The nut material is bone. It has noiseless pickups. It's just okay. I played it at Guitar Center, hooked it up to one of the amps. Well, one of the employees hooked it up to one of the amps. It was just like, go crazy. So I did. I played it. It was really nice feeling in my hands. I've never, okay, that's a lie. I was gonna say I've never had a Stratocaster before. I had my first ever electric guitar was an $80 knockoff of a Stratocaster. Very crap, very horrible. It sits in the corner gathering dust because it's just not a great guitar. One of the frets, like, somehow, I never dropped the guitar, never treated it wrong. One of the frets got messed up somehow. It's not a great guitar, but it was Stratocaster-like. So I can't say that I've never had a Stratocaster before, because if we're gonna be technical, I had a knockoff one, but I want this one. Oh my god, I'm looking at 2025 goal for real. I feel like this video has evolved into me just fangirling over this guitar, but oh well. I feel like this will be my biggest goal, getting my hands on this guitar, because not only is it limited stock, it's just, oh, it's so expensive. I want it. I want it. That's my goal. That's my big, fat, horrible goal. That and maybe getting a new amp, but like I'm not in a rush to get a new amp. But I've had the same guitar amp that I've been playing for the last like 6 years. It's the Fender Champion 20 watt. I actually got a comment on my last video being like, oh, what amp are you using? The Fender Champion 20 watt, if you're wondering. I don't know what new amp I'm gonna get if I do get one. I have some ideas, but I'm not in like a rush to get a new amp, you know. So yeah, that's my biggest thing, is getting my hands on this guitar. Because literally, you can see right behind me, right? You see that space in between the pictures and my bookshelf? That's where I will put it. I will get wall hooks and I'll put it up there. And every day when I wake up, open my eyes, I will look at that beautiful guitar and I'll pick it up off my wall and I'll play whatever riff comes to my mind. It's probably gonna be like Crying Lightning by Arctic Monkeys or something like. So yeah. This has just been like me being like, oh my god, fangirling over an instrument, but like I'm not gonna deny that I want it, you know. I feel like I do this a lot where I'll get like obsessed over some things and I'll just be like, oh my god, I must have it. And this is one of them. I'm not even gonna like deny it. I'm literally gonna, oh my god, words. I'll literally get under this desk tonight actually. I'll get some green big old grapes and I'll eat all of them with wishes on my mind. And all of those wishes will be to get this HSS Ultra Stratocaster in this color. Play. Nah, I'm kidding. Get down on my knees right now. Be like, oh my god, play. So yeah. Have this video. I made a list of things I wanted to talk about. I feel like I've gotten diverged. I spent multiple minutes talking about my dream guitar. Let's talk about something else that's happening in 2025 other than like my goals and stuff. Because I don't have an official list of goals just yet. But one of the things that are happening in 2025 that isn't a part of my goal list is I'm turning 20. Oh my god, I'm so old. No, I'm kidding. But it's kind of weird to think about how this year in like January is gonna be the last moments of my teen years before I turn 20 in February. Like, I don't know. I feel like, to be honest, my teen years were kind of unremarkable. Like, I turned 15 in 2020, obviously. And then the pandemic happened, and so I spent most of that time inside. When I turned 16, I was taking online classes. I was inside most of the time. They don't really have like a distinct celebration. Turned 17. Pretty sure my friends were there when I turned 17. But like, overall, my teen years, they were just okay, you know? Nothing really big or special happened other than like, oh, I graduated high school, which claps to me because I graduated with an honor roll. I didn't really do much. I went out, I hung out with friends when I could and all that stuff. But I don't know. Growing up is very scary, like, to think about. Like, sometimes I'll look back on like old pictures that I took when I was still missing teeth and all that stuff. Like, for example, in my 3DS, I've had this 3DS since 2012. I got it for Christmas, the year of 2012, obviously. I was 7 when I got this. There's so many pictures of just me, my family, my little sister, but mostly me, from 2012 all the way up to like 2016. those were like consistent pictures. So I got to see like a good amount of my childhood, of me just growing up, of me going places to places, like. And it's interesting because like there will be some things that I forget about my childhood, or some things I just forgot that like I did or whatever, and then I'll look back on these pictures, I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot that my sister used to do ballet or whatever. I forgot that I don't know, just things. And so recently this month I like drew most of the pictures, not all of them because there was like over 2,000, but I drew like almost all of the pictures. And it's just like, it's kind of weird, you know, looking back on your younger self, knowing that I'm getting older and I can't control that. And I don't want to be young forever. But it's interesting to think about how I was once, like a little kid. Like, obviously I'm still young, I'm only turning 20, but like, growing up is weird. Growing up is peculiar, but I'm not afraid to grow up, you know? I'm not afraid to be like, to move on with my life. And I think that's good. That's like the one good thing that I can say about 2025 is that even though I'm like, oh my God, I'm turning 20, I can't believe it. I'm not afraid to turn 20. I'm ready for it. I'm just kind of hesitant of what growing up may bring, but being hesitant doesn't mean I'm not ready to face the future, because I feel like with this, you can either be ready to face the future, to face growing older, to face whatever, or you can be unready and be forced to face it regardless, because you can't control the fact that you're getting older, that one day the inevitable end is gonna come. You can only accept it and be prepared to face whatever the future may bring, and that's what I'm trying to do. Be prepared and be accepting of whatever the future may bring, because man, growing older is kind of scary. But just because it's scary doesn't mean I gotta hide away. I will face it head on. Any fears? And I may look back on this video and be like, you dumb bleep bleep. Be like, how dare you say that? Things have been horrible. 2025 may be horrible, but I'll face it and I'll come up on the other end, because that's the only thing I can do. Obviously. So I guess, yeah, 2025, I'm turning 20 years old. Oh my God, I was born in 2005. Yeah. I bet all of these 90s folks that might be watching this are feeling real old, like 2005. What happened to y'all being little babies? Nah. Anyways, that's basically all I have to yap about for now. I was gonna make this sorry. I was gonna make this video a yap and play, where I talk and maybe play guitar, but like, I didn't feel like that. I'm just gonna play my guitar on my own time. Y'all don't have to see every single thing. Oh, wait. Also talking about guitars, another 2025 goal of mine, making more songs, improving my guitar skills, because I think I want to make another video talking about my history of playing guitars, but I've been playing for like a long time. I've been playing since 2018. Well, I started learning in 2018, but my skills aren't up to where I want them to be, which is why my, like, other than getting my dream guitar, my other goal with guitars and stuff in 2025 is just improving my skills, getting better, learning more, because, you know, you never stop learning, you know? And I feel like with something as creative as playing an instrument, there could be so many ways to learn. I mean, so many things to learn, so many ways to play your instrument and all that stuff. And I want to open myself up to learning all of that, because man, I really love music. Like, this year, I have Apple Music, so I checked my Apple Music replay. Don't blame me. I'm on my family plan, okay? I don't know. Not really interested in getting a Spotify, but I was checking my Apple Music replay. And so I have a 365-day listening streak. Listen to music every single day of this year, which clap to myself because that's impressive. And the amount of minutes of music I listen to. Let me check. I can actually just pull it up. I was gonna say it from memory, but let me pull up the accurate number. The amount of minutes of music I listened to from January 1st to, I guess, yesterday or today. 231,891 minutes of music. That's crazy. Insane for me. Cause how many minutes are in a year? I feel like I looked this up before. How many minutes in a year? There's 525,600 minutes in a year. So basically half of my year was spent listening to music. Honestly, kind of impressive. Claps to myself, but yeah. I want to improve playing guitar because I've been playing for a long time, and even though I'm like decent, I'm not as good as I could be, as I want to be, as I don't know, as when I was first started learning, I was like, oh, if famous guitarists can do it, I can too. Like, I was like, oh, if Ray Torrell can do it, I can too. If Sinister Gates from Avenged Sevenfold can do it, I can too. And yet I haven't, not as much as I could, you know? Haven't practiced as much as I could have, minus like that the first 2 years I started playing guitar. Haven't like, I don't know. Like, I'm decent, but I could be better. And that's what I want to work towards. I want to be able to play those hard songs that I always avoid. I want to be able to go insane or whatever. And I can't do that if I don't practice. So that's my big goal. Get my dream guitar, get better at guitar in general. But yeah, I feel like that's all I have to say. I'm christening this year. Goodbye to 2024. Hello to 2025. I have these bracelets that I wear in a stack, and if I were wearing them right now, I could go like this, and you would hear like them jingling together, like. But yeah, goodbye to 2025. Wait, no, goodbye to 2024. Hello to 2025. Ooh, and I might like make a video in like June being like, oh, 6 months into 2025 update, and like maybe talk about if I like what I like did for those first 6 months or whatever. There's a lot of things I can make videos about, and I think I might try to make more. Might be like, yo, what's good? I don't know. I've always been kind of nervous to make like YouTube videos and stuff because like being perceived is scary. Like, even if I don't know the person that's watching, and I will never know them, it's like scary to know that there's like people's eyeballs on me, even if it's just for a minute. Like, one view is a pair of eyes to me. Even if I'm like the one giving myself the view, like if I'm looking over my video, I'm just like, oh my god, it's scary. But no, 2025, we embrace confidence. We embrace the things about ourselves. We do not go into 2025 scared and anxious. No, I'm going into 2025 prepared for anything the world may throw at me. You want to know why? Because I don't know. I don't know. Because I can either be scared and be afraid, or I can be brave while also being scared. There's nothing wrong with being scared. It's what you do in your fear. And I'm not gonna let this, oh my god, words. I'm not gonna let my fear of the future stop me from enjoying the presents. Goodbye, 2024. Okay, goodbye. I'm done yapping.